Are you ready to take your taste buds on the wild side? Well, buckle up because today we're making pork belly lollipops. I know it might sound ridiculous, but these guys are pure magic. You got that bacony flavor from the pork belly, so sweet, juicy, and tender. Let's get this cooked going. Now, if you haven't cooked with pork belly much, there's this skin on the outside. You can see it's pretty tough. It'll be hard to get the skewer through it. And the way we're going to cook, this definitely is not going to render off. So I'm going to trim this skin part off. You can see underneath, I've already started here, there's a layer of fat. And I'm just going to be real careful and cut this off. And I know somebody's going to say you're not supposed to cut towards you. I get that. Don't do what I do. So we just want to, like I said, get this off. It's pretty tough. You'll want a really sharp knife for this. And there's that, I mean, it is tough, right? It's not going to cook down. Now here's our pork belly. Still got a nice layer of fat on it. Yes, sir. Now, we want to cut it into strips. There's 1, 2, so I can go maybe 1. I can either do 3 big ones. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to cut this one right here. All right, and then we'll cut this guy right in the middle, like so. Now use your favorite barbecue rub. Use the sweet one. I'm going to start with this honey hog, but you can see I don't have much. Then I'm going to follow up with this pork candy. Just a layer here, and I may have enough. We'll see, but I doubt it. All right. Just going to kind of move these two out of the way. And then we're going to roll this guy up just like this. And then I've got a skewer here that's been soaking in water. Going to come in like this. Maybe a little higher. Don't want to poke your hand. I'm sorry you're getting my fingers. I'm trying to show you here. There we go. So there's one of them. Come in here, do the same thing for each of these. Just roll them up. Got my skewer here. Come in. You want to make sure you catch this other piece. And then come out the back side. Like so. And now we're going to season the outsides with that same honey hog. Got a little left. I'm out of honey hog. Hey, I've got my maple sugar bourbon out here. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit just on the sides here. And now, let's get these over to our pellet grill. We're going to run our pellet grill today at 250 degrees until we get some good smoke, and then later we'll be cranking up the heat a bit. So we're just going to get these guys on here like I mentioned. And then we're going to get this lid closed and let them smoke. Hey, it's been about an hour. Let's check on these pork belly lollipops. You can see they're starting to get some really nice color on them. I am going to turn them over. Oh, look at that goodness. And then, there's what our smaller one looks like. Going to let these pork belly lollipops keep cooking. 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar. 2/3 cup apricot jelly. Got a 1/2 cup of ketchup. 1/2 of a cup of honey. Teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of cayenne, and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's get that sprinkled in. I'm just going to give this a stir. And by the way, it was a third of a cup of honey. I think I said half a cup. Actually, a third. I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. I'll just simmer this apricot and honey glaze for about 15 minutes until it gets all smooth and all the flavors marry together. It's been another 30 minutes. There's what they look like. We'll get this lid one up here so you can see it. Now, I'm going to get this lid shut, and we're going to crank the temperature up. About 375. Let's get this door open. We're at the 2-hour and 45-minute mark. Look at the color, will you? Just look at the color on these. I'm glazing them with that apricot and honey sauce we made. Just get our baby here, the little one. Oh, I can't wait. Now I'm going to get the lid shut and let these go maybe 10 minutes, and we'll turn them over. And the longer these cook, the more excited I get. Just look at the color. I can't get over it. And there's our baby again. I'm going to glaze this top side. You probably only need 5 minutes. These lollipops are done. I just want this sauce to set just a little bit. Well, let's get the lid closed. And there they are. After 5 more minutes. I'm telling you, they look incredible. I'm going to get them off, and we're going to let them cool down. I've got a little hot honey. You don't have to have this. You can use regular honey, or you can just skip this step. Color, no other reason. Some chopped up parsley. There's our final product. Pork belly lollipops. That's right. Pork belly on a stick. What do you think? Let's give it a bite. That's adult candy on a stick. You get a little bit of that smoke, but you get the sweetness and that pork belly flavor. And it's so juicy. Hey, if you like this video, I've got 2 more pork videos down below.